Hello, I'm Peter Towers. Welcome to brief number 5 in this series on crowdsource funding equity raising. This brief is on the crowdsource funding equity raising scorecard, which BIZTOOls is producing each month. There's no legislation requirement for the scorecard to be produced. It's our attempt to keep a information service available for accountants, business advisors, bookkeepers, and of course, small and medium-sized enterprise shareholders, company directors, senior managers, and owners to be able to follow what's going on. So what we're showing you on the screen is the scorecard which we have produced as at the 20th of June 2019. We try to produce the scorecard at about the anniversary of the commencement of crowdsource funding equity raising for small proprietary companies, which was 19 October 2018. So in this column we have the names of the intermediaries, the 14 of them, and then we have the progressive capital raise. So this is showing you the progressive capital that's been raised, the number of companies involved, which currently totals 42, and the amount of capital that's been raised by each of those intermediaries for their client companies. So $32.2 million has been raised. That includes all money, including current capital raisings that haven't concluded yet. So the completed fundraising, whereby the intermediary has signed off that the capital raising has been concluded and at least the minimum subscription has been raised, is in this column. These are the number of companies, 36 companies, and the capital that's been raised aggregates $31.6 million. Within our documentation, we have details of the companies that are contributing towards these figures, showing the average capital raise, the number of new investors, etc., is all detailed for these intermediaries who have raised capital so far. Then the in-progress raising column is looking at the number of companies still involved in the process. They haven't completed their 90-day maximum period that they can have their company listed on the intermediary's website. If they reach that 90-day period and they haven't raised their minimum subscription, then unfortunately the capital raised will be refunded to the investors by the intermediary. Hopefully they will reach their minimum subscription, and at the end of the subscription period, which can be lesser than 90 days, the directors set that period, although I would always recommend that it be for a 90-day period to give you the maximum opportunity to be able to raise the capital. The capital raise hopefully will then move into the completed fundraising column. And over here we have the location of where the intermediaries are based. As you can see, the majority of them are based in Sydney. So that's the overview of what has been happening. Let's now look at the type of companies that have been able to raise capital. We've had a 100% digital bank which raised $5 million in 2 tranches. We've had an all-female rideshare company, Sheba, from Melbourne, which raised $3 million in 1 tranche, an Australian record at this stage. We've had 3 or 4 craft beer manufacturers, and we've had a couple of craft wine and gin manufacturers. I don't know what that says about Australians, but we're certainly supporting the beer, wine and gin manufacturers through crowdsource funding equity raising. And that's a good thing for those companies to give them a start to develop their new processes, their technologies, their companies with true entrepreneurial spirit. There's been a company that developed technology to supplement livestock feeding processors, and a premium socks and underwear manufacturer. A digital platform that matches moviegoers with empty seats. A leading soccer brand that produces a soccer ball and clothing. A flat water bottle designed to fit into your bag. A manufacturer of dairy products and operator of an information centre. So these are the companies that have been able to raise capital at this stage. We've selected a sample for you to look at. It's obviously a very broad market of activities that these companies have originated from. The big question for you now, if you're a company director, senior manager, shareholder, or an owner of a business that's not yet a company, but you could transfer the business into a corporate structure and then proceed with crowdsource funding, equity raising, capital raising if you wish. What do you want to do? Are you interested in crowdsource funding, equity raising? It's not easy, but it's definitely different to going to the bank, cap in hand, trying to raise capital, finding the properties you're going to offer as security, entering into personal guarantees, entering into monthly repayments of principal and interest agreements. So if you're interested, why not talk to your accountant? If your accountant is not interested in this market, please contact us and I will introduce you to a subscriber to BIZTOOls, and we have accountants who are subscribers situated all over Australia. And if you're an accountant and you're looking at this for the first time, do you want to broaden your services that you're offering to your clients? I honestly believe that the majority of companies who are going to be attempting to raise capital as crowdsource funding, equity raising companies will currently be the clients of small and medium-sized accountancy businesses all over Australia. This gives you the opportunity to grow with your clients, to be able to offer them scaling up services. And there's no doubt that this will be scaling up within your accountancy or business advisory business. But why not? Because there's a lot of challenges confronting accountants from the traditional income tax return and associated accounting work, which has been subjected to more and more competition from automation. Software now performing the role that accountancy businesses used to undertake. So this is a great opportunity to develop new services for your clients and supply your accounting team members with some interesting and challenging work. If you've got any further questions or want to talk to me about any aspect of crowdsource funding, equity raising, or indeed the entire product package that is presented by BIZTOOls, please don't hesitate to contact me. Send me an email and I will get back to you. Have a great day. Goodbye.